So you've just seen how to display and make visible newly downloaded Ajax data, such as that appears in the menus, like that. And that's downloaded from the server. Pepperoni, ham, sausage, those different items downloaded from the server and displayed inside a menu like this, and that's actually a div element. So you've just seen how to show that div element. However, it's equally important to know how to hide the div element when the mouse moves away from the menu like this. So here you are moving toward the menu, and when the mouse goes over the menu header, then you should display menu items, but the mouse moves away, you should get rid of the menu items and hide them. Same thing with the sandwiches menu like this. As you see, there's the various possibilities, but you should hide the menu when it's no longer needed. So you see how to show a menu. It's equally important to know how to hide a menu, and all you do is this works in a function named this functionality is in a function named hide, and hide is called generically in the menus.html program in order to hide the menus, and it works like this. You say document.getElement by ID menu div1, that gets an object corresponding to the menu div1. That's the first menu, the sandwiches menu, and that's stored in a variable named menu div1, and you can check its style, its visibility style property. And if that's set to visible, then you can hide the menu like this. You say menu div1.innerHTML equals an empty div element that clears the text from the div element and prepares it for the next showing where the menu items may have changed. And you can actually make the menu disappear from the screen by setting its visibility style property to hidden. That's the way you access its visibility style property, is by saying menu1.style, that accesses the style attribute, and .visibility accesses the style property inside the style attribute. You can set it to hidden. So that's the way to remove an HTML element from the screen, from visibility, and make it invisible. You set its visibility property to hidden. So those are the two options, hidden and visible. Similarly, this hides the second menu, and you just get a variable that holds the second menu as an object, as an HTML object. If it is visible, if menu div2.style.visibility equals visible, then you can overwrite the text inside the menu, overwrite it with an empty div element, which will display nothing, and then you set its visibility style to hidden. So that's the way you oscillate between, or can move between, visible and hidden elements in HTML pages using CSS. Often a very useful thing in Ajax, because as you saw, we want to, in this menus example, we want to download text from the server, display that text with a pop-up, and that's a very useful thing to do in Ajax, because that way you can create partial page refreshes without having to refresh the whole page. So what you do is you oscillate between visible and hidden for the style property's visibility style property. And that's a good way of working with Ajax elements, is to set their visibility to visible or hidden, depending on whether or not they've just been downloaded or whether or not it's time to dismiss them from site. So a very useful Ajax property, the styles visibility property, which you can display or hide new Ajax data downloaded and displayed from the server.